I'm excited because today is probably going to be one of the biggest rumor videos that I've ever done, potentially that has ever been on this channel, because there's so much hype about the 10th edition box set. I get questions asked to me on a daily basis. Hey, Valrak, have you heard anything? What's going to be in it? Is it coming out in June, etc., 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 all that type of stuff. Now, before we jump into this, I just want to say, as I always say, rumors are rumors. They're not facts. I always actually do say rumors are lies until Games Workshop themselves confirm it as, you know, the product. So please take that for what it is. But on that note, let's jump in and, of course, let's get waffling. Now, if you've been following this saga of the 10th edition box set, you probably know it's been an absolute battle of like internet posts. On Reddit, there was posts about Blood Angels. We've seen posts about Dark Angels in there, etc., etc., etc. Now, from my sources, from what I'm hearing, it completely goes against everything that I've seen so far. Now, what I do want to say, just because I trust these sources doesn't mean that you have to trust these sources. If you want to trust like the Dark Angel rumor, the Blood Angel rumor that was, popped up on Reddit and stuff like that, then please do so, okay? Again, these are just rumors. I really have to make that aware to everyone, because people take this as factual information and should not do that. Right, let's start with the 10th edition box set rumors, which I've heard about from my sources. And the big thing, of course, is Terminators. There's so much bloody talk about Terminators, and from what I'm hearing, Terminators are going to be a huge thing. They are big as well. A huge thing in this 10th edition box set. Now, we know that the rumor about the Terminator troops is out there, and again, I still haven't heard if they're going to be Primaris or Firstborn. I'm probably leaning, and then this is just my opinion, I'm probably leaning that they are just the normal Terminators that we have already, so Firstborn Terminators, which have been upscaled. Maybe that both Primaris and Firstborn can get into. That's my headcanon for now. There is one image out there which I think may clear this up. It was from the Black Templar animation that was supposed to come out until Games Workshop cancelled it. I'll try and put the picture up in the background right now. They shown off like a Terminator model in there, and it looked to scale with Primaris Marines, and I'm thinking, is that what they've been working off? Games Workshop has given them some secret sauce to actually, work with new Terminator models to make sure like the animation represents the new model. Maybe that's what they're going for. Maybe that is that new scale that we've all been talking about, that has been rumored about. But yes, Terminators are supposed to be in this box set. Not just the new, squad of Terminators. What I'm hearing, that this box set is actually going to have HQs of Terminators. So we're apparently supposed to be getting, right, or rumored supposed to be getting, a new Captain Terminator model in this box set, but also the Librarian. So way back when I got a little bit of information about this box set, I did state there's going to be a new Librarian in this box set. Adding on to that now, that Librarian is supposed to be a brand new Terminator Librarian, which kind of makes sense, because if you're having like a Terminator squad and then you have like, the new Captain and Librarian, the Terminator models as a whole, I personally would like to see them, when I say redone, like, scaled up so it matches all the other Space Marine models. So hopefully, fingers crossed, that turns out to be true, because that is something I would absolutely love to be part of my Space Marine force. And quickly, before we move on to the next stuff, I just want to talk about the Terminators for a little second more. I asked, like, what's different about these Terminators? Bulker is some of the words I was hearing about. More action poses. Something like the Space Hulk game. Do you know, like, way back when those Terminators were more like, the claws out, kind of like Wolverine style, and like I think one was like swinging a fist and stuff, more like that rather than like static Terminator poses. So apparently that is what it's going to be, or that's what it's rumored to be for the new Terminator stuff. Now, moving on to more of the rumors in the box set, let's start with one of the new units which is rumored to be coming out, and that is Incinerators, however you want to bloody pronounce it. I'm an idiot. This is rumored to be a brand new Flamer squad for the Primaris Marines, or I should say for the Space Marines. The Aggressors, they have it, but the Aggressors are big chunky boys, okay? I think this is more for the actual, just normal Space Marine, non-Gravis Marine. If I'm not mistaken, we've already seen this unit. Well, actually, I'm not mistaken. We have already seen this unit. If you look at the Black Templar refresh, again, I'll try and get the picture up in the background so you can see it. There is a Black Templar guy in there that is holding one of those flamers. And I think everyone was memeing about his hand because it was too close, like the flame thing. And, you know, you could get burnt and everything like that. Apparently, that is going to be one of the brand new units in there. So flamers, purging, burning everything in sight. If you're a Salamander player, maybe if you're a Black Temple player, you know, burn, purge everything. This is something that is going to be good for you. And it's probably going to counter, right? All those World Eaters charging into you, all those auto hits. I think Salamanders can use like a stratagem where, well, I'm not sure if stratagem's going to be in 10th edition, but I think there's a stratagem where they can roll like the max number of flamer hits. So if that does turn out to be right, and let's say this is a 10-man squad of incinerators, then that is going to be a tasty time if you're a son of Vulcan. I'm also hearing that there's going to be a brand new veteran squad added into it. Now, I don't know in terms of what type of veterans. If I'm not mistaken, I think they're going to be more range type of veterans. We can take veterans now. I think it's like 1 CP upgrade, but they don't really give anything special or anything like that. They don't really look like veterans unless you make it yourself. Maybe this is the time for Games Workshop to actually come in and make actually cool-looking, normal, run-of-the-mill, jazzy Primaris new Space Marine models that actually have that veteran feel to them. You know, cool looking bolt guns, maybe bolt guns that do more, or bolt rifles in this case now with Primaris Marines. But yeah, that is something that is apparently being rumoured in the box. Not sure if it's going to be based on like the Tyranid Hunters, because the 10th edition box set is facing the Tyranids. No idea. I think they're just going to make it generic, make them look badass because they want everyone to go out there and buy those bloody models. As I always say, this is why you don't normally get like chapter specific box sets anymore when it's launching editions, because they want to sell it to everyone rather than just one set of people. Moving on to the more chunkier aspect of this box, and that is apparently a brand new Dreadnought. No, I'm not talking about the Brutalis, which we've just got and everyone's going wild for because, you know, it can beat everyone up in combat. This apparently is going to be a brand new ranged type Dreadnought. So we've already got the Redemptor, which is like ranged and melee. We've got the Brutalis, which is like purely, well, I say purely melee, but it's like mostly designed for melee, right? And now this one, I'm hearing, is mostly designed for actual range stuff. So I'm hearing that it's going to have las cannons and rockets on this. If I'm not mistaken, apparently it's harkening back to the old Dreadnought. Remember when it had like its stubby little box rocket launcher on one side of its body or something like that? I'm trying to get a picture if I can find the right picture. I think it's harkening back to that design, but of course based on the Primaris Dreadnoughts, like, you know, like the Redemptor chassis, the Brutalis chassis and stuff like that. Apparently it is a bit more chunkier than them ones, but then again I heard the Brutalis was a bit more chunkier and it just had like 5 protectors and, you know, some other like knee jazzy bits and stuff like that. So again, no idea if it's going to be fully chunk. I do love a good chunk in the morning because it really does get me going. In terms of other models, I am hearing that this starter box set has no jumper submarines. I'll say that again. Apparently, rumoured, it has no jump assault marines. I know that was one of the big things that was out there in the rumourverse, with people saying it's going to be like a Blood Angel box, it's going to have jump marines in there, etc., new jump captain, all that type of stuff. I'm hearing that is not the case. When it comes to the jump assault marines, as I've always said, I've personally heard that they are done. It's just a matter of when rather than if. Like, look at this new, what's it called, Desolation Marines. They've been done for like since the start of 8th edition, and they've just put them out now at the start of 9th edition. So, sorry, at the end of 9th edition. So it could be that case where they're already done and they come at the end of 10th. Maybe they come at the beginning of 11th. It's just a matter of when Games Workshop wants to do it, because they work in like 3 to 4 years in advance and, you know, all that type of stuff. So I'm sure they'll come. It's just a matter of when. Also, in terms of what these are painted as, it's not Blood Angels. Apparently, again, rumoured, it's rumoured not Blood Angels, it's not Dark Angels, it's just generic Ultramarines. As I suspected, because once you start painting them as Blood Angels, or Dark Angels, even though it's a rule of cool. Some people go, oh, Blood Angels, Dark Angels, I don't want that, right? You know, is it like where's all the Blood Angel bits in it? If they're playing as Blood Angels, people start saying stuff like that. They've gone with the generic, basic Ultramarine paint scheme. Again, that's what I'm hearing. It could all be wrong. They could be Imperial Fist. That would be the day, right? But we'll see. We'll see very, very soon. This is the rumors I've got so far. In terms of Tyranid stuff, because I know people are going to spam me about this, I'm still gathering that information right now. I don't want to start guessing or anything like that, because the last thing I want to do is start saying, okay, this is in it and it's not in it, and then people come back to me, well, Valrak, you lied to me. It's not that at all. I don't want to do that. I'm just hearing these whispers, and I want to try and get this information bang on for you, so it stops like all the confusion and everything like that. So hopefully for the next few weeks, I'll be doing this again, but this time with the Tyranid side of things, and we can go from there. But that's me. That's me done. I'm done waffling. Thank you for coming. Thank you for watching. If you've got any thoughts, feedback, anything like that, please let me know in the comment section down below, and we can have a nice little talk down there, as we always do. See you now. Have a great day, and bye-bye.